Have you ever wondered what would happen if the money in your pocket, the numbers in your bank account, suddenly became worthless? It's a chilling thought, but history has shown us it's not impossible. From ancient Rome to modern Venezuela, we've seen fiat currencies, money backed by nothing but government decree, collapse under the weight of hyperinflation. When the system we trust to store our wealth fails, what's left? What becomes the new currency of survival? Today, we're going to explore what truly matters when money dies. This isn't about predicting doomsday. It's about understanding the fundamental nature of value and building real, lasting wealth that can withstand any storm. First, let's talk about tangible assets. These are the physical things you can touch and hold, things that have intrinsic value regardless of what the stock market is doing. Think of gold and silver. For thousands of years, these precious metals have been a universal store of value. They can't be printed into oblivion, and their supply is finite. In a crisis, a small gold coin could be worth more than a wheelbarrow full of paper bills. It's a time-tested hedge against economic chaos. But assets aren't just about shiny metals. Land is another crucial one. Owning a piece of productive land gives you a place to live, a place to grow food, and a tangible resource that will always be in demand. It's the foundation of all wealth. Think about it. Food, water, shelter, it all comes from the land. Owning it gives you a degree of self-sufficiency that money in a bank simply cannot provide. Other tangible assets to consider are tools, equipment, and storable goods. A well-stocked pantry with non-perishable food, a reliable water filter, and a good set of hand tools for repair and construction are incredibly valuable. In a world where supply chains break down, being able to provide for your basic needs and fix what's broken becomes a superpower. Now, let's move on to the second pillar of real wealth: your skills. What can you do? This is where your human capital truly shines. When you can no longer just buy what you need, you have to be able to create it, fix it, or trade for it. Practical hands-on skills become the new currency. Can you grow a garden? Knowing how to cultivate food even in a small space is a life-sustaining skill. It's not just about planting seeds. It's about understanding soil, composting, pest control, and preserving your harvest. Every tomato you grow is one you don't have to find elsewhere. What about repair skills? In our throwaway culture, we've forgotten how to fix things. Being the person who can repair a small engine, mend clothing, fix a leaky pipe, or troubleshoot basic electronics makes you invaluable. When new items are unavailable or unaffordable, the fixer is king. Medical knowledge is another one. You don't need to be a surgeon, but basic first aid. Knowing how to treat common illnesses with and without modern medicine, and understanding herbal remedies could save a life, maybe your own or a loved one's. Think about other skills too: carpentry, animal husbandry, communication skills, teaching, self-defense. Any skill that solves a real-world problem for yourself or others has immense value. The more you can do, the less you have to depend on a fragile system. Your knowledge and abilities are assets that can never be devalued or taken away from you. This brings us to our third and perhaps most important pillar: community. We often think of survival as a lone wolf endeavor, but that's a myth. Humans are social creatures, and our greatest strength has always been our ability to cooperate. When formal systems like governments and banks fail, informal social networks become the bedrock of society. Your community is your ultimate safety net. These are the people you trust: your family, your friends, your neighbors. In a crisis, you'll rely on each other for everything. One person might be a great gardener, another a skilled carpenter, and another a former nurse. By pooling your skills and resources, the entire group becomes stronger and more resilient than any one individual could ever be. Building these connections takes time and effort. It starts now. Get to know your neighbors, participate in local groups, build relationships based on mutual trust and respect. Share your knowledge, help others when you can, and be someone others know they can rely on. A strong community isn't just about bartering goods and services. It's about mutual support, shared security, and maintaining morale in difficult times. It's the social fabric that holds everything together when the official structures unravel. So, let's recap the three pillars of true wealth that survive when money dies. First, tangible assets, things with real intrinsic value like precious metals, land, and essential supplies. Second, practical skills, your ability to produce, repair, heal, and solve problems. This is the wealth stored in your mind and your hands. And third, community, the network of trusted relationships that forms your ultimate support system. Notice a common thread here. It's all about shifting your focus from abstract wealth numbers on a screen to real functional value. It's about self-reliance, but not isolation. It's about preparedness, not paranoia. Building this kind of wealth is a journey, and it starts today. You don't have to go off-grid tomorrow. Start small, learn a new skill, plant a small garden, get to know your neighbors better. Maybe start converting a small portion of your savings into physical gold or silver. Each step you take makes you more resilient, more independent, and more secure, no matter what the future holds for the global economy. The ultimate lesson is that true wealth isn't something you have, it's something you are, and something you build with others. It's your health, your knowledge, your abilities, and the strength of your bonds with those around you. That is the wealth that endures. That is what survives when money dies. Thanks for watching. If this got you thinking, hit that like button and subscribe for more content on building a more resilient life. Let me know in the comments what skills or assets you think are most valuable. Stay safe and be prepared.